Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shemel Shai Brakatham to all the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar. Tham by Shemel Shai to all the sisters. I is Lashawan Qadash class, otherwise known as the language class. All right, I'm gonna wait for a few people to chime in. Okay, we are going to go over a few things. First things first, we always got to start off with the vocabulary of the ancient Paleo Hebrew, and then we are going to jump in finishing Psalms 121. All right. Give a second for people to chime in and sign in as well. Okay, sign in the chat if you are watching the class. All right, and we'll get started in a few minutes or so. All right, let's see here. All right, so go ahead and get started. All right, my name is Officer Maccabia, 5000. Once again, we are going to get into Lashawan Qadash, as you see behind me, and we are going to go over the letters. All right, because with every class, of course, a language class, you have to know the basics and the foundation. And with the basics and the foundation, you got to know how to pronounce the letters in order to formulate words with these letters. All right. So how in English they have A through Z, right? This is pretty much the same thing right here. This is the A. It's not an actual A, but this is the format. All right. But everything is right to left, not left to right, how it is in America. So you start off with the and you end with the okay? So it's the opposite versus what you learn in American culture, all right? So also too, what I like to do is when we actually go over how to pronounce each letter in the Hebrew, what I like to do is also show you a example on how to pronounce pronounce the actual letters using a word that's in Hebrew. Starting off with, the the buh, the duh, and the duh. You feel me? So that's what we're going to get into. If anybody got any questions or concerns, go ahead and put it in the chat, and we will, get to it. All right? All right, let's see here. All right. Let's see. All right. And I'm gonna write it in different colors so people can see. So right here, this would be so the right? Oh yeah, so ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, kh. So it's not ch, it's kh. Ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, tza, qua, ra, sha, tha. All right, that's what that is. That's how you would say it. It's very simple. The only part that's very challenging for a lot of people who's learning, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians who are learning their culture again, as far as their language, they have sometimes have a hard time with how to formulate sentences or words and trying to speak it correctly and use it in the right usage. if you're trying to say something, write out something. And once again, this is where we are in this class. These classes are very much important, just like any class that we, have in the IHBK, because this is about getting back to our culture, tradition, heritage, our way of life that we lost. All right. All right. So now with the let me see, the word is in Hebrew ayash. All right. Ayash. Ayash means, husband or man in Hebrew. So, so it means husband or man. All right. Because there's not an actual word for, well, of course, this is the word for man or husband, but like in the Bible, when you see like there's not a word for sex, marriage, really man or woman. So what we do in the Hebrew is we compare different words and we bring it into one to create a new word for this word that has no definition, if that makes sense. Because a lot of times, like for example, there are new words being created every single day. You know what I mean? They have different definitions or meanings, or there's just a new word that comes out every so often. That's why a lot of times, um, all the time, there's a new dictionary that comes out. All right, with old words and updated words and the usage, the definition, the meanings behind it, the examples and things of that sort. All right, so that's very important. Okay, so Ayash is husband or man, right? And then we have the ba. Let's put up here. It's going to be bond, right? Bond, which bond in Hebrew means son. All right, it means son. Okay, bond. All right. You have G. So G, we're going to do Gar. So Gar means either journey. I believe that's how you spell journey. Otherwise, sojourn. All right. Which is really the same thing in actuality. Okay. All right. There you go. Sojourn. Okay. Next, you have the duh. The word is dabar. You have the duh, dabar, right? You see the duh, the da, and the var, dabar. So we are taking the roots of the actual letter and showing you an example of the actual letter and creating a word with it. All right. Well, not creating, but showing you a example of a word in Hebrew starting with the base right here. Okay, the bar. And it means speaker. All right. Speaker. Someone that speaks. Okay. So that is the bar. Yep, the bar. There we go. All right, speaker. All right. Now we have the huh. Okay. The huh is going to be hana. So hana, right? Actually, I'm going to stay with the blue actually. All right. And that means behold. Behold. All right. Behold is just one of those words that you see a lot in the Bible. It's another word of saying look, or even the word in the Bible, lo. Lo actually, Lo. Lo or behold is pretty much like look, focus, pay attention. Because a lot of times when you see behold in the Bible, there is going to be a vision that's going to be explained in the Bible. Like right now for the Sabbath service, which is tomorrow, Saturday, um, we have what is called so with the Sabbath service you have a I mean you have stories that you go over as far as the service part where we say the prayers and we read in the Tanakh, you know, which is the Hebrew, and we read 7 verses, and a lot of times in the chapters or the books that we are in, you will see the word behold, which is Hana in Hebrew. All right, Hana. Okay. Moving on. You got the wa. All right. Something simple. Wa. Wa was the actual Hebrew word, and it means this right here. It means fork in Hebrew. Fork. All right. Fork. The za. So za is next. It sounds exactly how it looks. Okay. All right. The word is going to be in Hebrew. Zayan. Zayan. Some people may say it fast and say Zion, like there's an actual I in it. It's not. It's Zayan. All right. And it means weapon. It means weapon. All right. Like for example, we have a general in the Irish. Okay, his name is General Hazayan. Hazayan. Okay, meaning the weapon, because ha by itself means the or the. Okay, General Hazayan is the weapon. All right, or Alawat. How do you say? Yeah, Alawat Hazayan, the weapon. Or hold on. Alawat Hazayan is general, you know, pretty much general is Alawat, and then Hazayan is the weapon. Okay. All right. All right. 1 second here. All right. Now we have the k, right? All right. The Hebrew word is kawama. So you got the ka, the wa, and the ma. Kawama. And this word simply means this right here. It means wall. So an actual wall. Okay. Kawama. Chaa right here. K. and then wa, and then the ma with an H at the end. Kawama. Now we on to ta. All right. Hopefully everybody can see this online. Yeah, hopefully y'all can see that well online. Let me know. Okay. All right. Let's see. So ta. Tana'a. Tana'a. All right. Tana'a means bag. All right. Think of a bag like a backpack. Okay. Like a backpack, a purse. That's what bag. I'm sure some people want to know how to say I'm in my bag because that's a very trending thing right now as far as meaning, you being in your bag, meaning that got your stuff in order when it comes to making your money. All right. All right, so Tana'a is bag. Now, yeah, I'll do something a little simple. So yeah, right? Yeah, all right. Yeah, or yeah. It's like I think it's yeah. Wait, so yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like a yeah. That's what it is, and it means hand in Hebrew. That's what it means. You got the Hebrew and you got the English. It means hand. All right, your actual hand, so to speak. Okay. Let me see. Now, there's something that actually goes with yad, right? So ka. The Hebrew word is kap. Kap. Some people may pronounce it as cap. It's kap. Kap. All right. Kap. Right. Sounds like a police officer, a cop, but it's kap. And this means palm, like the palm of your hand. All right. Okay. All right. We have la. The Hebrew word is lamad. Lamad. Okay. Lamad is the Hebrew word which means learn in English. So to learn something. Okay. Learn. Now ma. So many words with ma. Let me see. All right. Mayum. Mayum. All right. Mayum. Okay. That's what that is. Mayum, which is water. All right. Water in Hebrew. Mayum. Mayum. Okay. All right. Now we have na. The Hebrew word is nawan. 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 All right. And this is what it means. Sprout. Think of sprout when it comes to nature, flowers, or also too, like you saying somebody's growing, you're sprouting, meaning that they're growing. All right, all that you can use this word for all of that. hmm Now we have sub. Okay. The word is sapar. Sapar, which means book in Hebrew. All right. Okay. I. The word is ayun. Ayun is the Hebrew word for I. It's kind of ironic that it sounds the same and it's pretty much spelled. I mean, when you say I, it sounds like the actual I, but ayun actually means I in Hebrew. I mean, the Hebrew word is ayun, but in English is I. Kind of sounds like you're just saying the same thing. All right. So, huh. Huh is mouth. Mouth in Hebrew. Okay. We almost done here. Then we're going to move on to Psalms 121, finishing off the rest of the prayer. And then we want to move on to something else next week. All right. Tazah. Let's see. All right. We have Tazad. All right. Tazad, which means side. Okay. Side. All right. Qua. Let's see. Okay. Qua wash. Not a co-wash, but qua wash. Qua wash. Okay. Qua wash, which means it means snare. Snare. All right. If you don't know what a snare is, I advise you to look it up. And also, too, snare is used a lot throughout the Bible concerning Israel. And it's not necessarily good. Right, you got the ra, ra'ash, which means it means head. That's on your body. It can mean first. You know, like head. Excuse me. Ra'ash can mean head, first, um, or also like begin type of thing. All right. So all the words that are related to, you know, like first, being in the first place, head, like head start, kindergarten, things of that sort. All right. Now we have sh. Okay. All right. Let me see. Shaitan. Shaitan. Shaitan is going to be Satan in Hebrew. Shaitan, you may heard some people in their classes teach, and you may hear the word Shaitan. Shaitan is Satan. That's how you say it in Hebrew. All right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. 1 second. Let me see something real fast. Trying to see. Give me a second here. Um, Hold on. Uh-huh. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Okay. Oops. Messed up. Mm-hmm. Salaki, y'all. Give me 1 second here. Lost something. Okay. All right. Okay. Mm. All right. The word is the shy. The shy, right? Sounds like I'm saying the shy as in Chicago, but like the and the sh and the I, the shy, right? And what it means is the number 9, the shy. All right, and that's it for that part. Okay. All right, let me get into some real quick. Yeah, we do got a few things to go over. Let me see here. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. All right. So anyway, I know we spent a good chunk of time on this, which is pretty good. So we have the which is Ayash, husband or man. You got the ba, which is bond, son. You got gar, which is gar. It means to sojourn or journey, meaning like you're traveling somewhere. Duh, we use the word in Hebrew dabar, which means speaker. You have the ha, which is hana, behold. Wa, which is the wa, fork, as far as definition. The zayun, which means weapon. We have the khawama, which means wall. Um, tana'a, bag. Yad, which means hand. Cup, palm. Lamad, learn. Mayum, water. Nawan, which means sprout. Sapar, which means book. I for ayun, I in English. And pa, mouth. Tazad, which means side. Wash, snare. Got the ra'ash, head or first. Sha for shaitan, which means Satan. Tha for the shy, which means nine. Okay, so that's it for that part. Then we are going to get into the rest of Psalms. Let's see here. Psalms 121. All right. But before we do that, let me show you a screenshot or a photo of Psalms 121. If we can get it jumping, bear with me. Okay. Let me see here. Take that off. Okay. And in order to allow everybody can see what's on the screen. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. 1 second. Oh, here we go. All right. Ah, good night. Hmm. Give me a second. Bear with me, y'all. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, so lucky, y'all. Give me 1 second here. All right, y'all. So Salaki, I'm looking for the prayer, and I'm not able to find it for some odd reason. So y'all bear with me real quick. Let me check something else. Okay. Just want to show y'all where we left off at, and we can just continue from there. And once again, for those that are watching, please sign in or check in in the comment section. All right, for attendance purpose. Okay, let me see here. All right. All right, so I think I found it. And yes, I did. Most High Christ. All right. Now, okay. All right, now I'm going to share the screen and I'm going to show y'all what I'm looking at. All right. Well, first of all, I could download it, but anyway, this is Psalms 121, right? That's on the screen. And so we started with Asha'ah, right? Asha'ah, which is the first word right here in the Hebrew, right? Asha'ah, which is I lift, okay? And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, last time we left off with Yaya Shun, all right? Yaya Shun Shawamar might be in it, okay? So, which is right here. So from here to right here, all right? Yaya Shawamar is where we left off at. So we are going to move forward. So now, let me break it down for you. Asha'ah is I lift. Ayanya is I or my I, pretty much. All is unto. Haharium is going to be the hills or mountains, but in the actual English, it says, what does it say? Hills, right here, hills. Okay. Mayun is from whence or from where. Yaba'a is going to be he come, like thy kingdom come, or like my help. Isaiah is my help, actually. Isaiah again, my help. Mayum from, of course, Yahweh is the Most High, our power. Aisha is made. Shemayim is going to be like water or heaven. But as you start to break it down and you read it in the actual English, you start to understand what is saying exactly. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Shemayim, because Mayim is water. So Shemayim is going to be like unto water or heaven, so to speak. Waharataza is going to be in earth or heaven. Al by itself is going to be unto, and then it's connected to Yanawam, which is allow. So unto allow, meaning allowing this thing to happen. Shamarka, let me see here. Salaki. One second. Oh, so like Shamarka is watch, or like pretty much like you watch your back, okay? Because the KA right here is your. Shamar is watch. All right, so meaning watching over you in a sense. Hana, we already talked about, which is behold. La'ah is a Hebrew word for no or not. Yanawam simply is, he slumber. Noam is slumber. But on the board, what you saw earlier is Nawan, which means something totally different. All right. Wala'ah is and no or not. Yayashun is pretty much he deep sleep, all right, or otherwise slumber. Shawamar, Shawamar, of course, is watching. It's the action word. And then now we're going to get into Yasha'ala, all right, and finish off the rest of this portion. Hold on one second. Nah, it's messing up. Okay. Oh, wait. Anyway, from Yasha'ala, which is right here, we're going to start here and go all the way to the bottom to Wa'id Iwalum. All right, that's what we're going to focus on for today. And that'll be the end of Psalms 121, prayer. All right? All right. So anyway, all right, let's get back to it. All right. Hopefully that made sense. Okay. Otherwise, Shalom, Yahweh Shamar. Don Bashim Yahweh Shai to the sister. Okay. It's nice to see you, sis. I hope everything is well with you and your husband. All right. Oh, it's like I'm thinking about a different sister. Well, sis, well, I hope everything is well with you and your family. All right. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and erase this off the board. Once again, if anybody got any questions, comments, or concerns, you can put it in the chat. All right. And I'll get to it. And I'll make sure I keep checking the chat as well. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So this is going to be Psalms. Oh, wait. Okay. Let me see some. Oops, that was the wrong one. Salak, y'all bear with me. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. All right. So Psalms 121. All right. 121. All right. All right. Psalms 121. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So Psalm 121. All right. So we are going to start off with, like I said, Yashala. All right. Let's see. Of course, we always start off in the actual Hebrew, and we break it down as far as what it says in English and what it actually means. So we're going to break it all the way down. Let me see. Sloppy. Ah, shit. Oh, I see. All right. Let me see some real quick. All right. That's the first one. Yeah. Let me know if this is too small. I can make it bigger. Oh, okay. Yeah, hopefully that's not too small. Um, hey, the water says I do appreciate you a lot. I appreciate that. The water. I think towards the bottom, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, so that way people can really see it. Yeah, because we ain't got a whole lot to go over. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna just do one line at first, and then start on another line, just so we can break it down, and it won't be so much. Okay. Yeah. Well, actually, no. So like, I'm gonna keep going so we can actually speed past it just a little bit. But I'm still gonna take my time to explain everything to everybody. All right. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Here we go. All right. Boom. All right. And soon enough, I will get out the way so people can actually take the notes down. Okay. Mhm. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. So this is what we got so far. There's definitely a little bit more that we are going to get into. After this, we are going to let's see. Mm, yeah, after this, there's a little bit more that we're going to go over, and then that'll be the end of that. Otherwise, just to let everybody know, right? There might be a little a light glare on the actual board. I also explain what this is right here, where the light is at. Okay, so Salaki, for that, just how you got to do it sometimes. You got to do certain things, different locations. All right. So anyway, I think it's time to get into it. So let's do that. And I'm going to be writing in a different color as well. Okay, so people can see the difference. So in Hebrew, right, this is the yeah. All right, you got the yeah. Got the yeah, which is by itself. When you have a line underneath a letter in Hebrew, that means that it's singular, it's by itself. You write it out as you see it. So that's a yeah. So you're gonna write out by a yeah. Now when you see two letters that are connected with this right here, because these are called connectors. So when it's connected, right, um, towards the end of the word, right, something drops off. So this is a sh and this is a r. So the A would drop off from the R, and you'll just be left with a R, all right? Which gives you this right here, shar. Instead of the A being there, because it's connected, the A drops off, so you get shar, right? And I'm putting the little dots in between to space it apart so you can learn how to pronunciate it correctly. Right here we have a which is by itself, right? Now, the la is by itself as well, but it's right next to each other. It's not necessarily connected, okay? So what you have is Yashar Allah, okay? Which initially, Yashar Allah is Israel. But now, although it is Israel, let's still break it down a little bit further, all right? Um, okay, Salaki, I'll change it up right now. I got you, sis. No sweat. Give me a second. The water for that. All right. Okay. I got you. 1 second. All right. 1 second. So you got a and a la. So the ya shar Allah, yashar Allah, or yashar Allah, Allah Salaki. Okay. Um, yashar Allah initially means Israel, right? But now we are going to break this down a little bit. I want to put some lines in between it, all right, and show you the examples. Okay. All right. Let's see. So of course the means he. It means he. The shar means prince. And then Allah, of course, means power. It means power. So when you say Yasha Allah, you're saying prince of the power. Like he's the prince of the power. Okay? Yasha Allah. Because brothers in the school, like we have a slogan, a statement that we always yell out after camp. And you know what I mean, you'll pretty much mention who you are, and you would say Yasha Allah. Yasha Allah simply means Prince of the Power. That's why we encourage brothers a lot, and also two sisters as well. That of course, like you are from Israel, a royalty, a great man. I mean, it's so many words that I can say, but you are from a place of a great lineage, a great culture, tradition. Like you are the chosen people of the Lord. Now we tell black men, Hispanic and Native American men all the time, right? You are the prince of the power, Yashala. You feel me? Otherwise, as far as the sisters, we tell them that you are a daughter of Zion. It's like a Zion. You know what I mean? Meaning that you are royalty, you are beautiful, you are everything that everybody wants, everybody